Good morning, dear students. Just I am drawing an arc of a circle. Just you see, dear students. Here I have drawn an arc of a circle, and this is the center of the circle, say O. I have drawn from A to B. Now, this point A and this point B, if I join with the center O, then here will be an angle at the center. That is called sector angle. When I join these 2 points B and A with the center O, I get an angle here. Now, dear students, you see, this, suppose from A to B, we call it an arc, no? Length of this arc is suppose L, and angle formed at the center is suppose theta, okay? So theta, this is suppose L1 and this is suppose theta 1. Now, I'll take the compass. Once again, I'll draw one more arc, but its length I'll try to make the double the length of this AB. That is what I'm saying. So I am drawing an arc whose length will be double the length of arc AB. To have that way, I'll do one thing. I'll measure this AB with the help of compass. Then I cut here twice, then I'll get 2 times the length of AB here. So this is an arc. It is equal to AB because I have cut exactly equal to the length of AB here. So it is AB's length. Next, one more time we do from here. One more arc you cut here. And so if it is not reaching that point, just you increase it. So nice. Dear students, you have noticed now, so from the point C to this point D, the length of this arc is twice the length of this arc AB. That means, suppose I have named it as L2, arc 2, that means the length of the arc 2, that means its length is L2. And when I join this point, this center, say O dash, I join the center O dash with C and O dash with D. I get an angle here. Okay. So this angle is double the measure of this angle. This angle is theta 1, so this angle is theta 2. What is the relationship? Because you see, this arc is double the length, this arc CD is double the length of arc AB. So, dear students, did you notice? As the length of this arc will increase, the size of the angle at the center also will increase. That means what you can say, length of an arc, ratio between the length of an arc of a circle to the angle is in proportion, means they will remain in proportion, means longer the length, greater the size of the angle. So you can say L1 by theta 1 will be equal to L2 by theta 2. Why? If it is suppose 60 degree, this is 120 degree. So if it is suppose 10 centimeter, it is now 20 centimeter. So did you understand, dear students? So length of an arc is connected with the angle subtended by the arc at the center. So that length of an arc of a circle L divided by angle is a constant number. Why I am saying constant? Just you will realize. Here suppose L1 I consider as 10 centimeter and theta 1 is suppose 60 degree. Then what is the ratio L1 by theta 1? That is equal to 10 by 60, 10 centimeter by 60. Then in this case what you will get? L2, since L1 was 10, that means L2 has become 20. So L2 is 20 and this angle will be double of this angle because twice I have cut here, up to here one angle, that is theta 1 equal to theta 1 means 60 degree, again one more 60, so it will be 120. So L2 by theta 2, what will say? That is 20 centimeter by 120 degree. If we cancel this number, it will be 10 by again 60 only. So what you have noticed? L1 by theta 1 is same as L2 by theta 2. That is why I am saying L by theta is a constant. L by theta is a constant number. Okay, dear students. So length of an arc is proportional to the angle subtended by the arc at the center. This is an important relation, keep in mind. So with the help of this, we'll try to find out the length of an arc of a circle. Dear students, just you see, if we consider the whole circle, what angle does it subtend at the center of the circle? What angle does it subtend at the center of the circle? When we talk about a complete circle, that means suppose we are saying this complete circle is drawn. Then in this complete circle, suppose this is the center of the circle and this is radius of the circle. So the circle is completed from here to here again. This way it is completed. Okay, up to here. So then what is the angle that is subtended here? That is 360 degree. Then what is the length of this arc? Complete arc, I am saying. Complete arc means the complete circle. What is the length of that arc? That is 360 degree. Got it? So this, sorry, not 360. I am saying angle subtended by the arc at the center is 360 degree. What is the length of this complete circle? Distance around the complete circle is what? 2 into pi into r. So dear students, you compare like this. When angle at the center is equal to 360 degree, or I'll write in short like this, or let me write central angle, C for central, A for angle. This whole thing we can just write in short. Angle at the center can be written like this, CA meaning central angle at the center is equal to 360 degree. Then circumference of the circle. Circumference is what? Circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. Circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. When central angle is, if this radius is r, when central angle is 360 degree, then whole boundary of this circle will have length 2 pi r. Dear students, by unitary method, now you say when central angle will be 1 degree, central angle will be equal to 1 degree. Then central angle is 1 degree. Then circumference of the means length of the arc. Length of arc AB. Suppose A to B, this arc, as I am showing on the diagram, just you see, A to B is an arc, okay, and that arc suppose subtends here at the center only 1 degree angle. Suppose this is 1 degree angle. For 360 degree, you have understood that length of this complete circle will be twice pi r. But if only 1 degree angle is subtended, that means only this much arc is drawn, then 1 degree is subtended. Then length of the arc AB will be equal to what? By unitary method, like before I have shown you the area of sector, that way. 360 divided by 360, then it becomes 1. Then circumference 2 pi r we divide by 360 degree. For this, I am just reminding you that example that I gave you previously, how to calculate this type of things. Just you see, I told you like this: 5 books cost rupees 100. Then one book cost rupees what? Will it be 100? It will not be. it will be 100 by 5, because this 5 will come here. Means this 5 was divided by 5, that is how it has become 1. Means 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1. So when you want the cost of one book, what you have to do? Whatever the number was given, that number here should be divided by itself. Then it will become 1. When the left hand side number you divide by itself, then the right hand side number also you have to divide by the same number. That means by 5. That way you just think. Central angle is equal to 360 degree. Then the circumference is equal to 2 pi r. When central angle will be equal to 1 degree, to have 1 degree, what we have done here? Actually, we have divided 360 by 360 only, because if by itself it is divided, and then it will become 1. Then the circumference you don't call it, because it will be a part of the circle. It will be just a portion of the circumference that you will call as length of one arc. Say the name of the arc is AB, is equal to, as we divided this number by 360 to make it 1 degree, then the same thing we have to take to divide this also. That is 2 pi r will divide by 360. Is it clear, dear students? So that is what I have shown there. So here you can see, that's why when central angle is 1 degree, then the length of the arc, that time it will become an arc only. From here to here it is an arc. Then it will be 2 pi r by 360. Now 1 degree you want to change into x degree, y degree, or whatever the number that you want to multiply here. You multiply suppose 30 degree. Then you have to multiply here also 30 degree. Central angle is 30 degree. Then it will be multiplied, this whole thing will be multiplied by 30, because 1 will become 30 if 1 is multiplied by 30. 1 will become x degree. When 1 will be multiplied by x, then here also we have to multiply x, like that. When, that is what the line that I am writing here, when central angle is x degree, then length of arc AB is equal to 2 pi r by 360 should be multiplied by what? Should be multiplied by x degree. Clear, dear students? X degree. So now we will write when, you see, x maximum times we are using only in mathematics now to represent different values. This variable is used only. Therefore, let us use another variable called theta. It is a letter from Greek alphabet, theta. In trigonometry you have learned theta is generally used to represent the angles of a triangle, no? Angles of a triangle, or just angles. Okay, theta. When central angle is theta degree, then theta degree we are talking about. Then length of the arc AB, just you replace the x by theta. What will it be? 2 pi r by 360 multiply by theta degree. Dear students, you can cancel this 2 and 360. 2 1s are 2, 360 cancel, 180. So, lastly, we conclude by saying that length, L stand for length, bracket means of, AB means AB only, but when you put the symbol of arc like this, one cap, a curve you draw above it, then it is called arc AB. Length of arc AB. In words, if you read it, it will be length of arc AB. Like this you have to read. No need every time just you write like this and just you say that this is length of arc AB. It's equal to pi r theta by 180 degree. 180, no need of putting degree, because theta also will be in degree, this will be also in degree cancel. So no, degree unit will not be there. It will be only in centimeter or meter or some unit like that. Length of unit of length you will get, because radius is involved. Radius will be given in some unit like that only, no, centimeter or meter. So this is r in some unit like centimeter, meter or kilometer like that. So that's why you will not have to write this degree here. So dear students, we got the formula for finding the length of an arc. That means if somebody asks you from here to this point, say from this point P to this point Q, what is the length of this part? You say, then you will ask him, dear friend, you tell me what is the radius of this circle, because radius is one parameter here, means you have to know it. Then how much angle does it make here at the center? That angle also you have to ask him. You have to say what is the value of the theta here. Theta means this angle here. Is it clear, dear students? With these two things, you can find out the length of this arc PQ. You want to know what is the length of this arc PQ? Then two things are required. What are those? One is radius and one is the angle. Which radius? Radius means the radius of the circle, and the angle means which angle? Which is opposite to the arc. This is the arc whose length is asked, then this is the angle opposite to it at the center, but that angle you have to know. Then you can easily say by using this formula, you put the value of pi 22/7, it will be told in the question, or 3.14 if it is said in the question. Then value of radius r, then the theta means the angle subtended at the center, divided by these three numbers you multiply, and that product you divide by 180. That will tell you the length of the arc, whatever the name of the arc. Okay, thank you dear students, and have a nice day, and you will try the next questions after this, okay, which is related to this part, this point. Thank you.